welcome to the show. I am here today on BeamNG Drive. You see, I was flicking through the Beam forums to have a look, see if there's any new interesting mods being released, and I came across, well, an update for a rather old mod, a mod I covered a while back, the avalanche mod that is really rather good fun. So I thought, why not have a revisit and have a little bit of a look at this one. The way it works is simple. You start down the bottom of a very steep mountain. The task is simple. Get to the top of the mountain while bits of debris are thrown at you. Now, there are various different things that can be thrown at you down here. I think the new ones were varying sizes of rocks, essentially. Varying sizes, varying weights of rock thrown down here. But I do believe the course itself has actually been adjusted. Last time I did it was fairly straightforward, just a dirt climb, but now there are more things to worry about. Thank you for not managing to take out the front of the Jeep. The way it works, things tumble down here. That one might hit us, not quite. They fall down there and then get respawned back up at the top and continues. And the longer you wait, the more out of control everything gets, pretty much. So this might be a bad time to try and set off. The rocks are not normally too bad. Some of the scenarios have cars. The Covet and the Pigeon are thrown down here, varying other bits of junk chucked down here. And of course, the trick is try and, well, not get hit, and if you do get hit in such a way that doesn't send you flying all the way down the mountain. Now, this should actually be fairly straightforward to climb. These are 3,000 kilo rocks, I think was what it said, which is kind of like a middling weight of rock. While there are more of them, these size rocks against the D series, not that we've actually been hit by any of them, which is amazing, although I shouldn't say that just yet. God damn it. Can't take this good. That actually hit harder than I thought it was going to. That did quite a lot more damage than I expected it to. We are now a front-wheel drive truck. Do we reckon I don't reckon a front-wheel drive truck is going to be able to be enough to make it up here. No. Front-wheel drive truck is not enough. Front-wheel drive truck is definitely not enough. Things have gone badly wrong. I thought we could actually take a hit and we'd be okay. The answer to that is very much no. No, we can't take a hit. Crap. That's us there. Well, okay. Now let's try again. We're gonna go straight from the off. There is always a chance with this that things will glitch out. It's much more likely when it's with the cars rather than the rocks are not normally too bad. But sometimes you do. Okay, these do a lot more damage than I was expecting them to. These are pretty nasty. This is still survivable. Oh, well, it has bent the chassis a little bit. Yeah, occasionally bits will glitch out and you have to reset the scenario a few times, and that will then fix itself up. Oh, I think that might be bent in such a way that the diff's not really letting power get out. There is a backup strategy here. If this is all failing, the backup strategy is run to the bottom down here. The player car thankfully won't get reset, and then what we will do is go for a little bit of a run up. We probably are going to want to keep it in first gear, maybe second if we've got a big enough run up. Then we can go for it and just use some speed, the power, etc. Just hope for the very, very best. Oh, we'll ride that one out. Now, this should be... No, not good. I was going to say this should be good. I was hoping this might be good enough to get across the bits of rock. Why is it... we lost a front... It smells like we lost front drive. I think it's buckled from that first hit. Oh, God. I was going to say it should be straightforward enough with the D series, and then we'll move on to something else. Apparently, it's not straightforward enough with the D series. Shall we have another go? I'll get there eventually, honest. Like, this should be able to make it up here. This is about the perfect sort of vehicle. Might be slightly more powerful ones that are better. Oh, I thought I was going to be low enough. It hasn't affected the drive, at least. Oh, that one there might affect the drive, if I'm unlucky. No, that's going to bounce over us. And there is always that fun game of, am I going to be able to go underneath the rock? Is it going to clatter into the roof? The roof's fine. If it takes out the roof, I know... Probably wouldn't be saying that if I was in the cab, but yeah, the roof going doesn't matter. It's the wheels. No, don't do that. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, that made a horrible sound as well. Oh, that killed us. That killed us good and proper. One more go with this. I might have to swap... this shouldn't have been difficult. You never really know with this. We might have to swap vehicles to something else if this is not apparently going to be the one. Oh, no, that was that was bad decision making by me. I was trying to get out of the way of the first rock. That's clattered the rear. Still fine. Yeah, this I did actually think I might be okay surviving with the fairly normal pickup. Okay, so oh no, don't spiral off of that bit, you little bugger. I saw it coming towards me, like, right, we're going to dodge that, it'll be fine. I don't know what it hit some bit on the terrain, and then it changed direction and splatted into the side of me, and we've fallen over regardless. Okay. I mean, really is last attempt. Last ditch attempt with this truck. Go on, get back uprighted. Here we go. Here we go. Full speed ahead, up the mountain. We can do this. We can do this. Let the rocks bounce around. Don't come cartwheeling towards me. Oh, no. Not, okay, maybe next time. Oh, we're still in one... Amazingly, all of the wheels are still in one piece. All of the drive shafts... Oh, what? Don't know what that was. Something got angry. Right, I lost the exhaust. It's still going. This is the one. I said that last time, but this is definitely the one now. Oh, it's where they're spiralling and rolling. It's one thing to try and predict where they're going to go. However, they sometimes bounce. Oh, unfortunately, and now I've lost all that beautiful momentum. No, don't do it. Come on, come on, come on. You can make it. That one's going to clear us. Right, that one is going to slide towards us. These are more difficult to negotiate than I expected. Oh, you know, the really heavy rocks are tough because they will kill you in one hit pretty much. These, oh no, 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 just as I start getting some momentum. These you will sometimes get away a little bit with some clonks, but we've been completely flattened and squished in this. I'm amazed this truck's still working as well as it is. It's rolled down the hill twice. But we are still going. It is billowing smoke at the moment. It is going to overheat, but will it overheat before we make it to the top? I don't think so. Dodge. It is a lot tougher a climb now with these little bits you've got to dodge, especially if you are wanting to take momentum. We are going to be good to make it up here just. Oh, it's badly battered, badly squished, but we make it to the top with the D series. Just. So, if the truck struggled to climb up the hill, what about a more normal road car? What about an estate car? We're going to go with an ETK 800 series. Now, this hill, I should point out, is rather difficult to climb. And I mean that in as far as you need something high-powered all-wheel drive. Not really any exceptions to this. Like this, for example, is if I try and take this straight up, I think actually going to really struggle. Yep, it's not even going to try and get up here. So we're going to have to do a different tactic with this car. The only way this is going to make it up there is with a little bit of momentum to start with. I can't actually just head straight out. This will probably die in one hit, I would expect, or certainly it'll go careering down the mountain in one hit. Remember, these are the smaller rocks. They're not the smallest rock by any stretch of the imagination, but these are kind of the mid-weight rock. I was hoping we were going to go underneath that. Here we go, 800 series. I'm just going to keep the power down. We're going to go flat. I can't really lift. If we lift, I think we're in trouble. This is where the new altered terrain makes it difficult for me to negotiate. Come on, 800 series. Use the power. Please don't. See, apparently what I needed was an estate car. I mean, the true FailRace, inverse law of FailRace. The sillier the vehicle, the better it works. Yes, the performance estate car is the way to go, rather than the off-roader. That's not quite how that was supposed to happen. Really? That's definitely not how that was supposed to happen. Well, that last attempt went far too smoothly, so we're going to stick with an unsuitable car, this time the K-Series, again high-powered all-wheel drive version, but we are going up against the new heaviest of rocks. These are, I think, 6,000 and something. These are basically twice the weight of the well, apparently just the normal rocks here are too much for the K-Series. Yeah, these are twice the weight of the rocks that were being thrown down last time. Now, what does that mean? Well, they bounce less, they are perhaps a little bit more likely to slide down the mountain, and I think there are slightly fewer of them, which is all very well and good. And if this performs in the same way the 800 series did, we shouldn't... Oh, there's a lot of them still. There isn't that much less of them. Christ. I think them sliding towards me is worse than them bouncing, because bouncing you can go underneath, like that. They're sliding. I might not be able to. Come on. Uh-oh. 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 No, go. Go kart. No, bad. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Think that's me quite broken. I mean, the car is technically still drivable. I think it's just rear-wheel drive now, and that might not go particularly well, I think it is safe to say. It is still drivable, amazingly. No amount of momentum is going to make this work, I suspect. Yeah, that is the issue with this car is if... Yeah, that's not working, is it? Nope. Well... Bugger. Oh, that was lucky. That's a lot of rocks now heading towards us. Something is going to skewer us. It's going to be... Oh, no, it stopped. That one there did then bounce us. Okay. Okay. It got pretty close. Just too many rocks appeared in one place. And that got the better of... It's got the better of me. There's not much I could do about that one at the end of the day. So we're going to have to kind of sneakily follow these down. We have to do this... with the sports cars. While I feel like this is perhaps a little bit cheating, it is the only way something like this stands a chance. Let's get that all-important momentum going. Alright, here we go, K-Series. Let's see what you can do. Now, I don't really want to be up in the air. I can't... Oh, problem is I've had to go wobbly here to avoid them. Oh, don't go in the mud. We might get stuck if we go in the mud. Keep up momentum. Keep going. Keep going. No! Oh... Ow. Ow. There's not much car left. The engine's still technically... I mean, the bonnet is currently the highest point on the vehicle from that. Admittedly, it's because the bonnet's being crushed up. I think the steering wheel is possibly the highest point other than the bent-up bonnet. I think the 800 series was a fluke, I'm not going to lie. I think that was just everything was at perfect position at perfect time and that could just sneak by. This is tougher, certainly, going up against this sort of thing. I've taken my front bumper off but can't care about that too much. Right, here we go, K-Series. Now, the trick is I've got to stay a little bit closer to the centre because if I go too far to the edges, we hit the bumpy bits, and that will give me grief. It's going to have to work, kart. Please spiral over us. No! I had to go underneath one, and I couldn't stop it. It's just keeping up momentum. Keep up momentum. So we're going to be rear-wheel drive only, aren't we now? No, front-wheel drive perhaps only. I'm not sure. Can we get back to the safety of the starting ledge? No. No, we got clattered in trying to get back to the safety of the starting ledge. This is not going to plan. K-Series is flattened once more. Okay, so let's get a little bit more serious with our vehicle choice. I might even try a low-range gearbox. We'll see how that goes in the hopper. Now, this should be good for us just going straight up. We shouldn't have to go down to the bottom. I mean, I think it is still going to be a case if we get hit, it will be game over. This might tank a hit. It might possibly tank a hit. We've got to kind of... No, don't suddenly change direction. We should be good to climb across these bits. Ow. Didn't take a hit. It took... It's quite badly disintegrating on its way down here. We've lost a fuel tank, we've lost both drive shafts now, it's dead. It's going okay. Just it bounced off the rock face, didn't it? I mean, look how buckled my steering is. I mean, it wouldn't, even if the engine, drive shaft, anything worked, it wouldn't actually go anywhere because that's far too twisted to be useful. Well, that's not worked. Definitely the low-range gearbox is the way to go. I could have put the D-Series, I think, in a low-range box as well. Oh, I might have over-revved it a little bit. That's probably the least of my concerns, if I'm honest. Now, we get... I don't know whether... Our best bet might be just wait for a little while and let some of these kind of... It's almost spiral more. I think it helps when they bounce. I think it's better than bouncing than it is them sliding towards me, because at least when they're bouncing, there's an opportunity to go underneath them. And I came off of that rock and I didn't mean to quite... Uh-oh. You're just going to push us down, aren't you? Oh, it dug in. It's bent the steering immediately on the hopper. I think I would have been better just to let it roll. I don't think we're going to be making it this time. The hopper takes a lot of damage to the steering. It is still technically working. Tell you what, if this can make it in this state of disrepair... Oh, please despawn. Please despawn! Well, that was a little bit close. Yeah, if this can make it in this state of disrepair, that would be a hell of a feat. I think it's too broken. I think it's too broken simply to make the climb, regardless of what the rocks might do. No, please bounce away from me. Ow! No, I've lost him. Now it's not making the climb. It's safe. It's very safe to say it might have made it had it not lost the rear wheel. There's a chance it might have made it. It's broken again. Come on then, Hopper. We can do this. We can make this work. I think we leave it in about 5th in the crawler gear. Maybe go down to 4th if it gets a little bit stuck. Oh, that's a horrible place to see all of them heading towards us. I need to go 3rd here, actually. Come on. Come on. We will start the climb. There we go. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit of momentum. We have got to go through the mud. That's fine. This bit here is quite nice and safe because the rocks tend to bounce off the lip and will go over. Although I don't know what way they go. There was no good way to go in that one. I take it back. That was not safe. I didn't see the 5 or 6 rocks that were hidden behind it. And then we got stuck. It's definitely not worked. This is tough. But pretty much, this is not easy. Luck helps. Undoubtedly, luck helps with this. It's just a fun scenario, this one. It is a brilliant scenario to mess around with vehicles. In some ways, it's a little shame that it's... Oh, no, I thought that was going over me. It didn't. That's taken 2 hits. Tell you what, Hopper, you have done well there. You've done really, really well there. Now we're going to go and just slide down here and come to a rest. We will try with the broken thing. What I was going to say is it's kind of a shame. It's quite difficult to get vehicles working. Only a very small selection of cars could even contemplate climbing this hill full stop, regardless of the debris. Now, of course, there needs to be a steep hill for the things to roll down it, but it does sadly make it a little bit more limited. But as a mini-game, this is brilliant fun. As a mini-game, it is very, very good fun indeed. Here we go. Come on, busted Hopper. You can make it. You can make it. Let that one bounce over. That got reset anyway. Where is the gaps going to be? Are we going to go this side? I hope there stays being a gap. That thing's going to bounce over us. That's fine. We're going to have to go down to 4th for this. Everything is to the left at the moment, but might roll more this way. Come on, give me some space. Keep some space available. Come on, Hopper. You can make it. Please bounce over me. Oh, it bounced over. It took the radiator out, but it didn't slow us down, really. That's good. Okay, there's a little bit of a bobble we're going to have to go through here. Can't do anything about it. That bounces off the rocks. Oh, they actually made a little collection of them. That's helpful. That's 3 that aren't heading towards me. Come on, Hopper. You are absolutely knackered, and there is no way you should still be working. No. Oh, no. Can you get going again? Come on, use that low-range gearbox. Come on, you can make it. That was a huge hit to the side. I think the longer we've left it, the more rocks have actually got stuck in their spawning. It's gonna do it. It might be completely... No! 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 Don't you dare. No, Hopper. You could... Oh, the gods are angry, but it doesn't matter. How is that driving? I don't want to go to the checkpoint. I'm more interested in how is this still working. I'm pretty sure that's I can see the pedals. Hold on. There are the pedals. I don't even know what that is. I think that's supposed to be the steering column. Where is the steering wheel? I presume somewhere in that folded up mess. Oh, there's the steering wheel. Yeah, that is the steering column sticking out of the... Somehow that's still driving. I mean, none of the bodywork's on the frame. Well, you know, I don't think I'm ever going to do better than that. I genuinely don't think I'm ever going to have a more ridiculous survival. Like, the steering is still almost it's almost perfect. It's not quite driving in a straight line, but it's just about. I mean, I was going to mess around with more vehicles, but I feel like this is just the we're not going to beat that. There's no way you can beat that. How did that live? I don't know how it tanked that final hit. I don't know how it did half the stuff it did on that run. It survived. We also got so lucky with the rocks hitting the bodywork. I mean, this is what the reckons the onboard camera's like. What does it reckon that's the driver camera. I'm not actually sure. My brakes were working there for a little while. But a hopper with a low-range gearbox and an awful lot of luck managed to make the climb. Somehow it survived all the way up. Bloody hell. This mod is fantastic. The updates to it have added... I mean, this scenario is seriously tough with these heavy rocks. You saw what it did to sensible cars, let alone if you want to drive something a little bit more ridiculous. Yes, you do get some incredibly lucky runs. That is the way it goes sometimes. But on the whole, it's a huge amount of fun. Huge amount of fun. As I said, we're now tougher climbing up here. You've got to be more precise with where you're driving, let alone dodging stuff. Makes for certainly quite the challenge. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.